It's Wise, and today we styling and profiling. Woo! With the Nature Boy profile. You feel me? Titamon Turbo. I'll get into why I don't know if turbo is the right term for this deck. Um, but some ratios a little bit different, slightly than some people. But let's go ahead. Let's get into it. I'm giving you the profile, very budgetless. So let me throw that out there too. So we'll kick it off. All right, for him. Uh, that one I think is kind of easy to explain. 2 to play, 0 to evolve. Always flexible. Always something good to have in your hand. Slash, just it's gas. It's straight gas. Titamon. All right, for him. Best rookie inheritable that we got right now. So like that, a free flower cannon for 3Ks comes up and it's great. Mushroomon. All right, so I'm at 3 of him. Okay, why 3 of him? Well, this is gonna make it easy to explain this one too. He really good, 2 to play, love that. Still on theme with the Goblin 1 to evolve, don't want to see it as much as I want to see this. So it's simple, we cut it. So we see it less, then we see that. End of discussion. Kind of, sort of. 1 to evolve does come up for memory choke. If you really, are desperate for it, it can come up. Agumon, it would be great to play 4. There's just not room for that. So with this being like the extra 1K DP, it's great. Not as good as a free flower cannon on small bodies. And it's all kind of on theme of why I think Titamon Control is more of an accurate name for this particular list, because you're using him as a reactionary Titamon build. They're going to either swing you a lot of memory real quick and you're able to come out of raising, boom, 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 climb up, make the Titamon swing over the big threat. And that's what he's there for. Or, he's the contingency plan. He's always going to be the second chain. The second chain you're going to make with Agumon. This, always. Digimon, incredible. 4 to play, 1 to evolve. Helps you memory check in so many ways. Helps you draw cards in so many ways. No inheritables, no effects. Don't need them. Very good. Titamon, he's maybe top 3 best cards in the game, or in this deck. The inheritable is fantastic. 1 to evolve, fantastic. 5K, a little bit of a drawback, but it's all right. But yeah, he's part of your ideal chain. Ideal chain is Titamon, then him, and then we'll get into level 5. So Woodmon, full 4 of him. I played around with maybe 2, but I like the 4. I've tried Togemon. I've tried Tyrannomon. Okay, and I'll use that as an aside to sort of segue as to why there's no Palmon here. Because what I've realized about Palmon and those other cards, even like the Tamer, Search, or Agumon, is that while you will, they feel bad when they whiff. That's an obvious neg in the argument. But even when you hit, right, say Tyrannomon, I find this, or say I find the nut, I find this, but also my Terra Cluster and my Mimi get bottom decked as a result. Was that worth that? Probably not. I run 4 of these. I'm going to see it. If you just be patient, play your deck consistently, you're going to see the things you need. Those things that dig, I just, after doing so much heavy testing, I haven't found them worth it. In that same spirit, Cherrymon, 4 here. This is, as far as monsters go, the MVP. Cherrymon, because I believe in having something to stop on at every level. Rookies, if you're going to, if the game state goes to rookie rush, you're going to go ahead, you're going to just swing out. It doesn't matter, that's a stop right there. Here, we can stop on Woodmon. We can kind of stop on Digimon, right? Woodmon more so, but at level 5, right? These are, I understand it's balanced because they're 2 to evolve. But this is also 2 to evolve. And man, it's wild. This thing, he sits on the board, he just controls the game. They don't want to mess with him. You're able to like build other lines while they try and figure out what they're going to do about him, or you're able to flower can something, swing over it, because a lot of things are 6. So then you're able to get that aggression in, since he's a blocker that doesn't cost memory to swing with. There's just so much versatility and control that he offers, just being what he is. And yeah, he's the best. Lily, probably the best inheritable. Just really a great card. You know, rest 1 when you block with it. A cool mon. I'm down to 2 on him because he is good, but I want to max on this and I want to max on this. I may try it 3-3 split that way, but for right now, it's fine. A cool mon is really good when he comes up. I think that his biggest usefulness is when I'm able to evolve a puppet mon over top of him, and I'm able to use puppet mon, right, as removal. But that type of thing doesn't come up often. You usually don't evolve puppet mon, but it comes up. Titamon, he soaks up all those inheritables. He's really big. Yeah, like just fire. Really on theme, 2 to evolve. We don't play 3 unless we're here, and we don't do this often, but I'd say once every 3 games or so you'll pull this off. So Puppetmon kind of goes without explanation. One of the best on play megas that we got right now. Arguably the best next to Volk. He's got more applications than Volk, and in this deck he just puts in extra work because it's green and he's on theme, and you can Evo into him too. Mimi, probably the best memory tamer in the game. Cheating out those extra bodies, it allows you to do things. The other side of it, I think, that people kind of miss is that you can chill with your raising some. You can protect the raising, and then once you've seen your opportunity, right, then raise up, and then Mimi will help you catch up real quick. So like the turbo, like Mimi just burn through all your eggs. That's a thing, and it comes up. But also keep in mind that even if you want to wait on a raise, she'll help you catch up too. So it's all on kind of like a very controlled theme, and getting along with that. You know, that's why Flower Cannon is what it is. It's so hyped. I only have 2. I don't know if I missed the 3rd, honestly, and I'll get into once we get down here to some of the one-ups, but 2 is great. Awesome security check, obviously, but in hand, you know, very versatile. I just there's very few times I could say that at 2 I wished I had it and didn't see it. Like, you know, I see it about as, you know, you want to see about as often as you see a Mimi. You know, it'll help you in hand, at least. It'll help you swing. And you want it to come out of security about as often as you want a Mimi. So that's why the ratio, I think, here is pretty good. Like I said, but 3-4, people do really good with that, and I'll definitely try it when I get some more flower cannons, but this hasn't been terrible. Terra Cluster, Omni isn't really the issue because you can just swing over Omni. It's, but you know, yeah, you'll do that. Outing Millenniumon is like one of the big applications of Terra Cluster because, yeah, you gotta handle him. There ain't no easy out there. Hornbuster, of the 3K DP cycle, that's 1. It's fits so well in this deck. I'll do things like Flower Cannon, a blocker, Hornbuster on my Mushroomon, swing over it with 7K. I'll do things like they put a Puppetmon down, Puppet's trying to stabilize the board, or maybe I'll puppet him back or something. I'll have a Cherrymon over a Kabutery, right? I'll put him at 8, Hornbuster on him, 11, I'm swinging over the Puppetmon. So that extra little control situation, which everybody can use because the 3Ks come up, but it's also the fact that it's such a good check. It's a really good check. It's a baby Flower Cannon that can tap down blockers, which comes up. Another part of this ratio here is that it makes the green mirror so good, because if you just wait to swing with your blockers at the end, which you usually will anyway, the Flower Cannon does nothing to you. So there's been, today I played in a tournament, got 4th place, won 4 rounds, lost 1, and I severely misplayed. I could have swung it with Mushroomon and made them tap down. I did the play in my mind. It's one of those things in webcam, if you guys do those tournaments, to keep in mind. It can be a little difficult to maintain board state between what's going on your screen and what's going on your own board. So I thought I had made the play, and I'm like, why is that thing not tapped down? I lose. So I basically scooped at that point, and yeah, one of the judges like, oh, dude, you could have had that, blah, blah, blah. But that's neither here nor there. I misplayed. I deserved the loss. So yeah, Hornbuster is great, and the Dimension Scissors is so nutty, but I would never play more than one. I would never play more than one. I tried it at 2. You will die with 1 or 2 in your hand. But D-Scissors with a puppet. I had a situation right where I had D-Scissors, puppet, the Kuomon under him. I'm D-Scissoring, gaining 2 memory, right, from puppet and Akua, and wiping their whole board. Like it's and it wasn't like a win more situation. That's the thing too, is, you know, especially Titamon with the Lily under, because you tap down when you swing. You're able to, you know, with the D scissors, helps you stabilize the board when they manage to go wide on you. And that's, you know, you have good spot removal with this. You have big beaters, you have blockers, you can trade well, but you don't have straight outs to go wide. And if they're patient and they decide they're just going to go wide and let you poke at their memory or poke at their security, then you don't have an out to that. So these scissors, you know, that'll be like a late game out. You know, they'll go wide, late game out when you've gone tall. And yeah, with the Lily, it's such a good little interaction there. So yeah, I mean, this has done really well for me, so I wanted to put this out there for y'all. Got any questions? New to the game, anything like that? You know, you always hit me up. But yeah, this is Titamon. A lot of people call it Turbo, but I call it Control, just based on the identity of the color, the way you control the memory, the way running 4 cherries in the list, and almost maxing out on the 2 to play rookies helps with memory control. So yeah, that's that for that. Y'all take care. Peace.